Sorry guys, I couldn't wait. I know we just put out a construction report talking about the updates that are happening out here in Bayou country, but the walls are down. And I'm sorry, normally I don't do something like this where I just put an impromptu video, but I can't help myself. I have to cover this right now and get this to you right now.
Gotcha.
As we enter Bayou country, you can see the briar patch, raised berets, is still behind construction walls, but everything else is down, going all the way into the rest of Bayou country, and we can see everything. We can see the entire queue here. Look at what they've done here. You can hear the music. Do you guys hear all that great music? I love the wooden elements here that they've chosen to use instead of just basic metal railing. That's really cute. There's a look at your surface, which is consistent with what we're seeing in the rest of Critter Country. You will see that they brought that into the queue here. The planters that we watched them put in, the new trees, that's a new tree, that's a new tree. It's fantastic. They got garden, they're growing vegetables here. That's onions and Brussels sprouts and celery. And there's another one back there. Let's see. I can't tell what that is, but it looks leafy. And I wonder what this is going to look like at night too, man. I won't be able to be here tonight to catch this. What kind of tree is that? We'll figure that out later. Let's keep going. That's adorable. I don't know what you call that. It's like a little gardening center here. They're tending the garden here. I love this cube. I'm sorry, I just love this. I think this looks terrific. And it fits in perfectly with the rest of the aesthetic here that is formerly Critter Country, but now Bayou Country. It makes no difference. This looks just great. I don't feel like there's a separation. I don't feel it's like it's too Bayou. Why they wanted to call it Bayou Country, that's on their conversation. But here it is. Walls are down out here in front of Tiana's entrance. Oh, wow. Okay, oh my God, it looks so good. That looks so good. The murals are here, obviously. Let me see if I can get out of the sun there. This is something that we just saw in the construction report that you have hopefully watched already. But when we were here before, only those two on the far right were up. But they have since installed the rest of the murals there, and it looks really, really nice. It's not nearly as overt as the ones that you find at Magic Kingdom, where it was like the entire wall. This is much more, I don't know, subtle, a little more, I'm not sure what the word is I'm looking for, but it's not as overt as the other one was. I didn't mind it so much, but I know a lot of other folks did mind it, so hopefully they're happy with that. They planted or created a new little path here. It used to be that when you came up to Splash Mountain right here, it was just all one big space. There was no definition. There was no sort of indication of where you're supposed to go. They just had basic ropes and stanchions, and a lot of guests were confused about what you were supposed to do. This queue has been much more defined now. When you come down this path, when you enter over there, you wind your way down, and it's very obvious that this is standby right here. It's very obvious that you're going to stay to the left. There's standby, and then if you're lightning lane or single rider, perhaps you'll enter, on these these two right ones. And then you can see they've got the lightning lane scanners in place, ready to go. Looks good. What do you guys think of the metal railings here instead of continuing the wooden? I think that's necessary, but I'm not sure why. I feel like they had to make that choice there. I would have to put some thought into that, but my guess is that as you approach, there's a lot more traffic right here, and they want to make sure that everything is, durable and ready for a lot of guests, because this is going to be, very busy space. Oh, look at that. They've created, okay, so a long time ago, you guys may recall, a long time ago, we saw them put up some sheathing, and they had torn down this wall, and I said, well, I wonder what they're doing back there. That's some kind of show element, I assume, because why would they tear that down and put up sheathing? And so there you go. They've set a scene. Let me see if I can't. A little closer there. It looks like another gardening situation here. You got a door there, a red door. Delightful. You got a little Mickey going on. That's great. They've got that right there, and they've got another one right next door. more gardening happening. This looks really cool. This will be on your right just as you leave the loading area. Guests will find that on their right, and then they'll make their way up that first lift hill. And look at this. I've moved down a little bit, and you can see that there's cast in there right now. You can see the launch. Are they testing boats right now? I can't tell. But you can see the launch right there. This is ridiculously exciting. I can't believe we're finally here. It's been closed for how long, man? And it looks really cool out here. It fits really well in this land. I'm gonna probably repeat myself because I'm winging this, but I really like how this works in. It's actually the queue. I could say this at least. The exteriors of this building, especially the queue area, especially the area where we're at now, is an improvement over what we had here at Splash Mountain. Can't speak to how it's going to look inside the attraction or the mountain itself. A lot of folks don't like what they did with the landscaping they did on the mountain itself. I personally like it, but this I feel like is just an absolute hit. I really love this. And there's more. We can actually see the entrance, the main entrance, obviously. So stand by, we'll make the same left turn into the building there as we did before for Splash Mountain. You can't, there's signage up there. There's some theming elements inside that room. That room looks absolutely more developed than the old room did before. It was pretty empty. That particular section was pretty empty, lacking in theming almost entirely. It's going, oh my gosh. Loving this, loving the planters down here. Oh, wow. That looks so good. That looks so good. So right after you get to the main entrance, you come down this path. Guess we'll come around here. Probably left side is standby, right side is lightning lane. This is almost identical to how they had it before, but it looks great. You guys might remember this is where they had Brer Bear and Brer Fox, that little statue right here. That's gone, obviously. But I really like the way this looks. You can see that they have updated the bricks there, or the stone wall, and then the posters there for the various entertainments that are going to be available here to the imaginary guests here in Bayou Country. They have done nothing here. I mean, it's been rethemed, repainted. This used to be a picture spot, and they were going to, before this whole thing happened, they were going to turn this into a place to get a snack, some sort of in-theme snack. I don't know if that's going to be the case today, but it looks like all they've done here is repainting that. I don't think this is going to have any functionality, although I do see those are pictures. They're all upside down though, which is weird. And there's Splash Mountain. There's Brer Rabbit right there. So these are still Splash Mountain photos. I don't know if they're going to do that again. If they're going to do the same thing they did before. They weren't doing it for the longest time. They weren't. So here's the exit. You can see Tiana's tunnel up there. Oh my gosh. This is so cool that we're getting to see this sort of almost a month in advance. Really, really nice. We'll turn right around. Our first look at the sign for Lewis's Critter Club. This is, the extension of Pooh Corner Gift Shop. They've cut it in half, and basically they're committing this to Tiana's Bayou Adventure and that to Winnie the Pooh. But that looks good. I like that. Mondo and his bongos. You got some more posters out here. I'm pretty pleased. I have to say, all in all, I am very, very pleased with how this looks. I think they've done a wonderful job of incorporating this into the existing theme, that we were all accustomed to, that we were all used to here at Critter Country. They didn't make some sort of drastic change. It fits perfectly next door to the 100-acre wood right here. So a quick look at things here. Do stay tuned. We're probably going to cover more of this for our next construction report. Actually, now that I think about it, that's going to happen. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we're going to be able to do a construction report before the Magic Key preview. And hopefully they will have taken more stuff down. We'll get a good look at things. We'll be here on Friday to shoot this in whole. But I mean, exciting exciting first look at Tiana's Bayou adventure. Stay tuned for more from Fresh Bake, I guess.